Right, I've got an excellent piece of equipment to show you today and do a bit of a review on. If you don't like reviews, obviously don't watch it. This is a 3000 watt power inverter made by Mensela, I think you pronounce it that way. It's the model IT-PS1-Pro, and it has AC output of 220 volts and a DC input of 12 volts. And it's an output pure sine waveform. So being pure sine waveform, it's excellent for computers, televisions and sensitive electrical equipment. I got this one for lighting in the home for power cuts. I don't want a generator which I have to fill up with fuel and start up each time. All I need is a power inverter like this for the lighting. In the home I have gas already for cooking. So this one will be ideal, and maybe for the occasional computer connection or for recharging mobile phones. This one will be absolutely ideal. I've got a 12 volt battery which I have a large solar panel connected to for charging, or I can charge my battery with an ordinary AC adapter. The unit is made of tough aluminium and it's quite heavy. On the aluminium front and back you have cutouts so that you can screw it onto a piece of wood or onto a wall or whatever. On the back here we have the screw-on knobs to actually connect the cables from the battery. You get the two heavy-duty cables. I've connected mine to the battery and I'll show you that in a moment. On the back here we have two cooling fans which are automatic and come on if the unit starts to get overheated. On the front here we have a multifunctional display and the AC output socket which takes various different types of AC plugs. So now I have the inverter unit connected up to a battery. I forgot to mention that you get the battery terminals as well with the inverter. Plus you get two spare fuses and a user manual which is written in English. So now I can power the unit on by pushing this button in, and you'll see there the display. I'll just turn off one of my lights so that it looks a bit clearer. It's flickering in the camera there, but it's not on the actual unit. When I zoom in a minute it'll show that still. In fact I'll do that now. So on the display you have the battery display or condition. It's in the green there, so it's got plenty of charge at the moment. You have the DC voltage, the AC voltage, which you can see there's 222 at the moment, and then you have the mode. It's in mode 1 at the moment. If I press and hold this button here it will go into mode 2 and then it will scan through all those different parameters. So you have the option of that mode 1 or mode 2. If I hold it in again it will go back to mode 1, and then you can go through each with a press of a button manually. So you've got the DC voltage there, 12.1 or 12, AC voltage 222. The watts is 0 at the moment because I haven't got anything plugged in, and then back to the DC voltage. And the great thing that I like about it is the actual colour display here giving the condition of the actual input voltage of the battery. And just for an example I'll plug this fan into the unit and switch it on. And there we have the watts that the fan is using. So that's just a quick example, and I'm going to be using it, like I say, for lighting and maybe the odd computer or charging phones or whatever. Many people buy these inverters and try to push the watts up to the maximum to see whether the actual inverter will run different things like heavy duty power saws and things like that. And you'll find that if you do that, they tend to cut out. And if you use lighting like I do, you can have as many lights as you like, really, up to 3000 watts, and it'll run that perfectly. So I'm really pleased with the unit. It's absolutely excellent quality, and it has excellent protection. It has under voltage protection, over voltage protection, and loads of other things. If you go on the listing, I'll put a link below. It's worth actually looking at this one to see all the parameters.